Noises. G'day, welcome back to Minute of Islands, because we figured that with Grandmama, that it was just a minute of islands, you know, just take a little minute to appreciate the island. Well, what's it called? An archipelago? When there's a cluster of islands? I don't remember if that's true. Remember, that's the wrong button. Don't worry about it. Draw. There's 2 of them. Okay. Remember. I don't know if there are actual like choices I can make in this game, because I do remember trying to walk past the grandmother, but it said like, yeah, you should listen to her first. And then it gave me the chance to accept, but I don't know if I could have walked away with that, alright?
Fenya's incredible talent spent on building an ark. She is preparing for your failure. The jealous roach is counting on it.
Alright.
Imagine your family lost in the mist.
Calm down.
On this useless piece of junk.
Alright, even a door is fine as a raft, you know? You know, it could fit 2 people, but who knows? Maybe one of them just sinks in the cold, icy water, just to die for possibly nothing. I'm kidding, of course. But, anyways. So, an arc, or like the... Ah. Rudimentary. Yeah, a rudimentary engine is still better than no engine, right? Finished tools. Primitive. That... What, you want this for everything? Are you stupid? If you just... there's no turning back. Are you sure you want to step inside? What? Hold up just a moment. Is there like other things I can do? It doesn't seem like it. I thought maybe this ladder was something, but no. Remember. I know it's kind of shitty of me to just like ignore those, but like I don't think they're...
The submarine never left the docks. The owner's son and wife had succumbed to the blight before they could even pack their bags, and the owner found no strength to move on in her heart.
Yeah, they're not really necessary. I mean, obviously, if you still want to listen to them, collect them all you want. But, like, they're more like tidbits. They're not necessarily anything specific. Okay, maybe some of them could be, but so far as I can see, none of them really are. But still, they're there. You know, like I said, I think it was previously, I think this game is more story-based than anything, because I will tell you right now, like, the story and the art style, they're great. But the gameplay is... it's a bit shit. like the art style kind of reminds me of those like children's books that like teach you lessons and all that, you know, like one of those yeah, just storybooks in general. I remember growing up with some of them. Search everything for Fenia's map to Iron Reef. Without it, your boat will be... Get you stocked for a long trip. Oh. Do I steal anything? These are Michi's things. This is how she planned to leave. Oh. Granny is meant to sleep here. Oh, are we taking everyone with us? If I make the right well, if there are choices. I don't know if I'm actually allowed to choose. Everything is ready for everyone to leave. Oh, no. Walk away. We don't want to confront this one. We have anxiety. Okay, slowly. Don't worry about it. I'm pushing some of the spores. No, I actually have to talk to you.
Fenya ignores her, but Moore's fury demands attention. This is your grand plan? Flee, like every single coward before you?
How easy does it? Ignore her. She's in, like, constant stress.
Fenrir has heard it all before. The accusations of envy and sabotage. How the Ark's mere existence is an insult to Maul. But she won't respond. Not anymore. She just does what she can.
I mean, I'll give you that. That's good. Take the book. You need the map. You're not allowed. You won't be allowed. You'll turn around at the last moment. Ha-ha! I knew it!
Maul can't have the map for herself. How would Fenrir guide the Ark to safe waters without it? Fenrir gathers all the composure she can muster for a response. Your arrogance is clouding your judgment, bearer of the Omni Switch. Scorn and worry are woven into every word of Fenrir's accusations. Saving this world is too big a task. Even for you, this Ark is your family's only chance. Go home. Be with them. Prepare to leave.
Draw. Oh! Oh, you sack of shit! Oh? Ha! Wait. How are we supposed to save the last, giant? Ah. Mo took the notebook. The map inside provides a safe route to the island of Farion. So... we destroyed the switch. Alright, again. Like I said, did I have a choice to walk away there or not? But because I've already taken one choice, I don't know if I get the other one without playing the game again. Which is like both a problem and like something you should be doing with games. It's like, even when you present a choice, don't always tell people that they have a different one, because then like the players might feel better satisfaction of finding it out to themselves, right? Oh no! Oh no! Our switch! Can I not... how am I even supposed to get in there? Okay. Do I go to the boat? Because we got the map? I'm gonna assume that's a yes. That's... You have what you came for. Do you want to leave now? I mean, there's not... there doesn't seem to be anything else. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying that I can't find it, right? It's not a bad thing to have something hidden. It's not a bad thing to have it obscured. And it is not a bad thing to, like, not even tell or even have any way to tell your players that. It's fine.
Check the map again. Fion is supposed to be here. But it's just scraps and junk.
I mean,
This
why
map
do you...
is useless.
why do you have the generators
That
here?
roach is useless.
Alright, calm down. Even if they are useless to you, you don't really have to say it. Even to yourself, right? You're not saying it to anyone. Chapter 4, Afla. I had to think about... I was going to say Chapter N, because it looks like an N. Are we close to... oh, there's one of the generators. It's just broken.
It is sunk too deep to be reached. This whole rotten island is against you. And you deserve it. Afla is already gone, and you know it.
Find a working air purifier that has... There has to be one. Oh. Okay. I mean, I don't really have a choice. That's the problem here. I'm not controlling the boat. So, like I said before, like the gameplay in this game isn't really much. It's very rudimentary and basic, just so you can get like feel a bit more into the story than you would otherwise just watching it. I understand that, but aside from that, it still feels a bit like it's not much. You didn't really have to add much other than just like interactions with switches. Just press a button and you're done with it. It did add a bit more than that, which is what I will give it praise for. But still, it feels just like it's trying to fill in something. But otherwise, it's still like an enjoyable game.
You will find something here.
Because of the story, right?
Do you even know where you are?
No. Where am I? There are no memories here? Damn. There are no memories for me to not collect. I'm calling myself out here. I probably should have collected them. And I'd probably just cut them out if they weren't useful. But it's too late for that, so we're just gonna ignore that. Ay, ay, ay. Where is the air purifier, huh? Ugh. You're wasting time. True, true. People are dying. Okay. What people are dying here? I can understand the giant, but then you're not specifying the giant. What people are here? It's unreasonable. Hey, there's a mask. Can I get that one? No? Oh, yeah. I realized as well, in a previous episode, I said psychological self-destruction, because it is basically like barring yourself off from like family and friends and all that, so like you will be mentally unwell. But then I also realized they're not wearing a mask. So it's technically also physical self-destruction. So it's just such a good, like, it's a really good representation for, well, I say good. I don't know a full good representation of it. For me, this feels good. If not, I don't know if I can say anything. Distracting yourself again. Wow. Can I not? Oh. Wait. What? What is this? You've already failed them. True. Am I supposed to care about that? I mean, I just want to get it over with, yeah? Just find the generator and then I can just go home, sleep in my laboratory again, yeah?
They're right to hate you.
No?
In the end, everybody will leave you. And you know why.
I mean, that's true, but then again.
In the end, what have you done to deserve their gratitude? Nothing. Pretender. Fraud. Child.
I don't know how old this character is, so I don't know if child is correct, but otherwise. Yeah, I mean, there are many things you can... Oh, there it is. Broken and dilapidated. There are many things you can do in life, and just because you help someone does not mean you deserve their gratitude either way. I mean, I don't know if I'm talking about the right things here, but the idea of doubting yourself, the idea of, like, thinking you're not doing well enough, I don't think that's ever true. Even if you fail, that doesn't mean you've done bad. It just means you failed. That's it. Failure is a part of life, which I find such a strange problem people have, is the fact that they don't want to fail. They don't want any sort of, like, negative anything. which sort of ruins everything else for them as well. This is quite a problem I have with games where you have to do this and this and that, and like you need to try and keep some secret. Like this could be similar to like the murder mystery games, and like I know I know it's not relevant in this year, but like Among Us, for example, I played that with a couple of friends, and it was always like. It was such an annoying way to play the game, is that I don't want to fail, so I believe it's you or you, so I will vote one of you out just in case. And that's just not how that's supposed to be. That's you panicking over the fact that you're afraid to fail. You're supposed to be sure about who it is and then vote. And then if you're wrong about that, then you have failed. Right? You have already failed by voting the wrong person out. Which, like, okay, this is just a general example, but the idea of people just feeling distraught and uncomfortable with the idea of what they see as bad. Like, when you're defeated, when you have failed, when you have, like, bailed on something, it doesn't mean you're bad, it just means you've done those things. That's it. That was a tangent I don't think I need to do.
Never have trusted you with the Omni Switch. You were never strong enough to wield it.
I just wielded it. You just wielded it wrongly. Smacked someone over the head with it. Which, I forgot their name, but they deserve, like, if they bumped me over the head with the chest that they closed on me, I completely deserved that one. Because physical problems, like, if you're ready to kill someone, be ready to be killed as well, right? That sort of thing. If you're ready to hit someone, be ready to get hit. Yeah? Oh, hey! I like this idea. This is very much, like, a good idea to me. The idea that maybe the path ahead is broken and dilapidated and all that, but you see a little bit of, like, shadows on the water because it sunk to the bottom. So you can use the shadow to continue. Right? This is such a good idea. And, like, this is the positive I will give the game. Not the fact that it needs anything, like, more than what it already has, but, like, it is so good. Even if it is just a small little, oh yeah, you can't move here, so you move there instead. Yeah, no, that's fine. But still, it's such a nice idea to do. Oh hey, I'm walking in water. I'm motherfucking Jesus again. And the gruesome imagery. I really like games that aren't afraid to show that when it's needed, right?
Useless.
Yeah, cool.
Might as well end the charade now. And throw yourself into the sea.
Ah, well, I tried, but I kind of walk on it instead. I've been calling them establishing shots, but like the panning and the zooming and all that, I don't know if it's called establishing shot, but like those types of things, they aren't necessary in most cases. Maybe if you have a giant area, you can have it pan over the area like quickly to show you have this much to do. But otherwise, like this, it didn't need to do. I'm sorry. But all you could have done is just zoom out while I'm walking through here, and that could have done the exact same thing. That's the thing I will complain about this game. It has a bit too much of those pan and zoom things that just I feel are unnecessary. What are we crawling through? Through the cracks. But yeah, like I've said, like, I don't think it needs to, but it really adds to the atmosphere, the idea of having this gruesome sight, that the world has gone to shit. So it really, like, sort of tries to hammer home to you, the player, that something is wrong with this world and this character needs to fix it, or feels like they need to fix it in such a way so you feel more inclined to like follow the character, right? Be in line with the character. This is just this isn't even like, this is just random corpses. Someone just used carcasses of whales to like build an island for themselves, build a home. Sorry to laugh, but like, it's, I don't know, I never expected this. Yeah, but can the Omni Switch even work? What the fuck is that the sun? Oh no. Daytime. I'm a night person. Don't do this. Oh. Draw. Lock in. I mean, we can still crank it. Supposedly. It still doesn't work. Oh no. What? Oh shit, hi there, how you doing? Hey, it's not very nice. Wait, there were only two and we already saw the two. Yeah, okay, no, that makes sense. I mean, a lot of these are made of carcasses. They are normally soft, right? Yeah, except for rigor mortis, but that's just the muscles tensing up. Never mind, we fall into the ocean. It's fine. Oh, no. The poor fourth brother, I think the game called them. Well, yeah, I guess I chose wrong, and now we're just dead. What the fuck is that? Hello? Oh. What? Wait. Is that like an axolotl dog fox thing? What? That's interesting. Chapter 5, Mo. Oh. The island of Ganon. Ganondorf, you mean? That's the guy from The Legend of Zelda, right? The Zelda series. Thank you, friend. Are we good?
Moore drifts ashore onto a patch of land so small it was named by a child. Who named this quiet, empty place Ganon. It was home to some birds and a cold wilderness. But for Moore, it housed a drowning sorrow.
Oh! You sick? You're looking a bit green there. Can I move? No. Yeah, when the little bars, the long bars on the top and bottom disappear, that's when I can move. I can't go back. Oh, damn, I can only move forwards. Alright. Sorry, it's kind of funny how
The tumultuous waters of her emotions grow rougher with every step she takes, as she bears the weight of everyone's lives upon her shoulders.
You don't need to do... the spores are following me again. You don't need to do that.
It flows underneath her skin, growing as she sees everything that she knows, loves, has fought so hard for, crumble in front of her eyes, all because of something she did.
Yeah, such is life. Like, that's not a joke. Like, such is life. Honestly. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
There is nothing we can do but to see ourselves for what we are. Nothing left but to finally let go of our broken dreams and our lost hopes. None of us can stand in isolation and carry the world on their shoulders. None of us must bear everything by themselves. No one is an island.
Well, I'm sorry. What? That... No one is an island. What? Now there's nothing on the loading screen, excuse me. I suppose none of us is an island is... like... No, I still don't understand that one. I'll completely admit. I don't know what that's trying to convey. Like... none of us are static entities that grow slowly over several billion centuries. I don't fucking know. But, like, a crash out like that after what seemingly you feel like you've done the right things and all that, but sort of pushed yourself away in the process is completely justified to feel this way. Oh, well, okay, not the feeling sad after that, and not the fact that you should isolate yourself from everyone. Now, sorry. But, like, okay. One thing about isolation is the fact that some people do actually thrive in isolation. It's not right for anyone to say that no one deserves isolation, but more, no one deserves forced isolation. The thing is, like, sure, possibly there's someone who could not do isolation 100%, but there are just some people who don't want to be social. I understand a lot of people say humans are social animals to begin with, but much like anything in the world, like, that's a spectrum, and, like, introvert or extrovert, like, those are just categories we put ourselves into, which ones we lean more towards. The idea is just the fact that some people just are different. And if we go to say that someone isn't meant for this or isn't meant for that, you can't say that without listening to the person first. Yes, no one deserves forced isolation, and no one deserves like to even force themselves into an isolation either. Like this, like the self-destruction aspect of this game, where the characters pushing themselves into an isolation state. No one deserves that. But if you feel more comfortable in isolation, if you feel more comfortable away from people, and just in your own bubble, that is still fine. I wouldn't recommend it 100% because then you might stagnate in your growth as a person. Like, honestly. But you still should have the right to do that. But that also means that you cannot force anyone else to conform to your bubble, right? You have the right for it as long as you don't force others upon it. Like, I just... I don't know. It's always in games where they have this sort of idea of everyone this, or everyone that, or like no one this and no one that. You can't say that. I know what people are trying to do when saying that, but it just doesn't work because everyone is such a different shade of a person that you can't just say that one person is this or one person is that. I don't know how to explain it any more than that, but moving on. Let go. Let go. Yeah, just leave it. Put it up to some other scrub to deal with. Wait. Let go. Does that mean... Oh. Oh, wow. Do we have a choice to go back? Back to civilization? Back to family? Hi there, birds. You wanna... You don't run away? You're not scared of me? Alright. Oh. Yeah, okay, I was wondering about that, because it said, like, everyone's prepared, or we have everything for everyone to leave, right? I was wondering if they would come... Or, well, okay, maybe just him. You're ready to make things right. No. No.
More leaves the cold island for the birds.
Is it just him? I was thinking maybe, possibly, we could, like, go back and join the others.
The spores are creeping in again, no matter how hard they struggle. Safan and his brothers simply cannot stem the tide any longer. Afla gone and underbroken. Centuries of labor taking their toll. She knows what must be done.
I don't know what must be done. She does, but she doesn't really talk to me, does she? Stefan is waiting for me. Yeah, do we need to take out the other ones too? I didn't mean to say it like that. I mean, like, let them rest, or like, maybe actually just kill them to, like, stop this eternal suffering that they are, basically what feels like they're under. Don't worry, I'll be there in, like, several years. Hey there, buddy. How you doing? How about you just calm down? Yeah? No? Release it. Oh. Oh. Oh, were they already dead, sort of? And we were just keeping them alive and running? That's tragic. Okay. What about the other ones? And the generators, what are they gonna... Alright. There come the spores again. Should I go to the... Oh! Oh. Well then. Okay, I mean, sure. It... Yeah, like I mentioned before, like the story and art style are fantastic. So I will give you that, but like the gameplay is kind of bad comparatively. Like I will give you this, like concept-wise, it fills in a sort of a necessary thing to do to bring to light the idea that someone is going through something like this. The self-destructive behavior, the idea of forcing this and forcing that, and even like being bad to themselves. It's good. It's always good to do that, because then you actually like prove something. But yeah, like no, it's fine. But the concept-wise, like the platforming aspect, it feels lackluster, but still like it's fine. It's more there to allow you to have more control in the story, to be more like connected to what is happening, which is very good. But just due to how basic and how like not great the controls and functions of the gameplay is, I want to give it like a 6.2. It's not that great gameplay wise, but like story, atmosphere, and visuals, they're actually very good, very coherent, and fit very well together. I'll give that like an actual like 9.8. It really feels nice to play through, to just see the little like just areas around what the world is going through and all that. It's so good, and it feels like you've just created such a like it feels so nice to see people that do sort of organic technology, almost like it's alive and all that. That's what the technology here feels like. Almost like you're going through like a living being that has sort of augmented itself with so many things. It really is great. And fun-wise, I call the category fun, but it's more like enjoyment. And I enjoyed this a lot. Honestly, it feels very nice to go through stories that you may not actually know about fully, at the very least. I know people are self-destructive in many ways, especially in the way that is happening here, but like I don't know, like it feels for the most part coherent to me about this subject. I can't say for sure because I'm not an expert on it. So I'll give it like an 8. Like an 8, yeah, like an 8 on like the enjoyment of what it's portraying here, what it's going through, and how it like shows the gameplay, how the gameplay is meh. But still, it all fits together anyways, and I'll give you that. Yeah, it's really nice, and the fact that they aren't like like toning down the gruesomeness, like skulls and like actual like corpses and death and all that. It's good. It's good. Oh, there is post-credit stuff. Oh yes, we did join them. Yes. Sorry, I thought because like I was wondering if there were actually choices you could have made to go for one thing or another. Maybe one where you actually fully like destroy your life and just fall into deep darkness, or you could have like helped them out. Maybe you could have failed the giants in a way and then leave with them, but it's sort of both in a way, although it developed more into the healing aspect. So whether there are choices or not, well, who knows. Oh, well, there you go. That was actually nice. And minute of islands now. Now I know why it's called that. You know, it's always the grandmas. They know everything. Or, well, everything of old, not the new, because when it comes to technology, well, they kind of fall flat. Like, my grandmother even says, I don't know this thing, just you do it for me. My mom does it too, so it's like, yeah, everyone has their expertise. But aside from that, this was enjoyable in different ways than what I normally play games for, which is the gameplay rather than the story and that things. But still, it fits anyways for what the game is trying, which is why I'm fine with it. Some games don't, which is why I will complain about them, but not this one. I'm rambling on. Anyways, goodbye, Minute of Islands. There's the title, good one. I got confused about your title for quite a while. Anyways, for now, this is Quazzar signing out, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.